I'd like to thank everyone for coming out and making a show of force. I'm really, really glad to see my fellow Atlantans getting involved and getting engaged. This group was started in order to get citizens involved in the political process so that we can do the things that we need to do to get this government going.
Whether they're Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter. We want to sit down and have a conversation with them and tell them what's important to us.
The government is broken and it's not working as designed. And because we, the people, are the ones that power this, we are the ones who allowed it to break on some level, and it will take us to fix it. It all starts with open and civil dialogue.
The reason I came and became interested in this group is because of the notion of civility. What a notion. And where did it go?
You know, I saw over the summer this idea that the right could send thugs to town halls and dominate the healthcare debate, and that just upsets me. It's bad for the country.
We've been doing this thing for what, the last 10 years at least, maybe longer, and we're doing this thing. Right. Because there are a lot of people that don't want to get in there and fight. I'll jump in the fight.
The overreaching goal here is coffee and a return to sanity. And then we talked about some of our favorite issues that we'd like to focus on, such as equal rights, education, healthcare, of course, clean elections, campaign finance reform, more peace, more jobs, and just everything like that. We couldn't decide on one issue, so we kind of made the sun metaphor here, like the sun is the overreaching concept, and everything else kind of revolves around it, and sanity is the main concept here. That's what we're aiming for.
So many people just sit back and, hope other people will take the initiative, and I'm just here just to be one more person, to stand up.
We can't afford to have government not working at all right now. There is it never was good, but now of all times, we cannot afford to have totally ineffective government. So I'm glad there are people now saying, I've had enough. I'm demanding that government work for the people again.
The vast majority of Americans want things to work. And that's where, in the past, Republicans and Democrats have been able to compromise in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and now, for some reason, they can't.
We're going to have to do something about the way we do our business. There's no reason that Congress can't get a bill passed.
There are people who think that the government does work, it just needs a little kick in the pants every so often.
Get it going or get out.
There's a whole bunch of things that aren't working in America. So we felt that coffee with the works, government that works, society that work, institutions that work, and people need to get back to work. And so we kind of used that theme of works to put together our poster.
I'd like to see the corporations reined in. All of the problems that we point out, ultimately the root goes back to the power of corporations overruling the power of the people themselves.
It's really urgent. We have to deal with these issues about our budgets, our future, health care. These are serious things. And our time is short for some of them.
Profit shouldn't drive health care. Health care is a right. Profit shouldn't dictate our government policy. Profit shouldn't dictate our government policy over the will of the people. This is about putting the power back in the people's hands. Because that's really what our government, our founders, had intended us to do.
I just hope that our group will be able to educate more people through speaking civilly and disseminating information and being kind and generous and not thinking that because they have health care that people who don't have health care don't matter.
That's the mentality of the country, it seems like. I don't want anybody to get anything free because I might not.
What we were concerned about was the Supreme Court decision that was this January 21st that was about how money by corporations was not restricted and was considered free speech. And we think that the voice of the people should rule out over the voice of big money buying our government.
I know that we become a broken society, and I'm both despairing and hopeful of fixing it.
We want jobs, and we want to see the fabric of this country stay strong.
The second biggest issue after health care reform is bring our jobs back to America so Americans can have jobs.
I brought my kids because I want a better life for them. I had some of the little kids over with me, so we made a small coffee. And what was important to each one of them, we've got home, friends, love, food, chocolate, brownies, let's see, dogs, yes. All of this was important to some of our younger members.
I could relate to some of the people in the Tea Party because some of us, we basically want the same thing. We want good schools for our kids, we want healthy, and we want safety, and we're concerned about the love of America.
We came down with this, that we reject the idea that some people would have us believe that some people are less patriotic, or that they don't count as much, or that they're not intelligent enough to understand the health care issue or any of the great issues, the big issues that we have in front of us. All Americans are America. We all make up this country. We all have an equal position, equal value in making this country what it is and what it can be.
I really like the idea of the coffee metaphor, because if you think about coffee and look at it, sometimes it's black, you put a lot of cream in it, it's white, or it's a mix. And it's all good, it's all coffee, and it's all America.